We've been talking about the attributes of God, his characteristics, what is revealed about God, what has he revealed about himself in the Bible. We've talked about his transcendence, connected with his immanence, closely connected with his transcendence, that is, the fact that he is other. He's not like us. He's totally outside of creation, are those characteristics we call the omnis. For instance, he is omnipresent. He's everywhere at once. We're taught this in Psalm 139 when the psalmist says, no matter where I go, if I ascend up to the heavens, you're there. If I go down to the depths of Sheol, you're there. There is no hiding from God. God is everywhere at once. He has no limitation in space or time or mass. He is everywhere. Now, this doesn't mean he's in things in the sense like those that are called pantheists who believe God, everything is God. That's not what we believe. We believe God created everything. So it's not him, but everything exists in him. This is what Paul says in Acts 17 when he's on the Areopagus, also known as Mars Hill. And he quotes a Greek poet who wrote a hymn to Zeus. And Paul takes that and says, no, that doesn't belong to Zeus. It belongs to God. In him we live and move and have our being. And so God is everywhere. There's no place we can go. There's no state of existence we could ever have where God is not there. He is everywhere. Excuse me. Closely connected to that is his omnipotence. He is all powerful, not just omnipresent. He's all powerful. There's nothing he can't do. Now there are philosophers and skeptics who try and say, well, can God create a rock too big for him to lift? Well, that's a nonsensical question. That's just merely words. The reality is God has all power. There's nothing he can't do, except he can't create some situation that he can't do. He can't create a problem he can't solve. But again, that's a philosophical conundrum. That's not a conundrum for God. He has all power. Jesus even said all authority was given to him on heaven and in earth, and that in his person as the risen Lord, he assumed that power. He was taking back up the omnipotence that he had, and in some fashion laid aside the rights of that when he came to earth. But now Jesus rules and reigns, and he is omnipotent. He has all power. He's going to show all that power when he creates a new heaven and a new earth. So, though God is close to us, he is immanent. Though Jesus entered a body and came into space and time, the person of God is still omnipresent. There's nowhere we can be that he's not. And he's omnipotent. He has all power to do anything that he wants to do, and he has no limitation. Furthermore, one more omni, he's omniscient. He knows everything. This is why it's inconceivable that God cannot know the future, that everything is going to happen just like he foreknew it and even providentially purposed for it, that because he has all knowledge, there's nothing that is hidden from his eyes, the Bible says. He cannot be surprised. He's not ever worried. He's not shocked. He has all knowledge. And so what a confidence that the God we serve is omnipresent. There's nowhere we can go out of his presence. He's omnipotent. He can do anything. He is omniscient. He knows everything. Our confidence is in him. Our trust is in him. Because we're finite. There's a lot we don't know. There are places we can't go. There's certainly things we can't see. But we trust in him who rules from heaven over his creation. He has no limitations and is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent.